Alex Radical from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And today we are back with our top 100 games of all time as of
2025!
As of 2025.
That sounds like a future year.
2025? Are you kidding me?
Like, we're living in 2025, soon to be 2026.
Dear Lord, the cat is jumping. Give me 1 second. I'm just watching the cat. Give me a sec. Nope. That's bad. Nope. Okay.
I thought it was gonna go
I thought it was gonna go worse too. Still uncertain. There's shelves in the background over there, and the cat's jumping all over the shelves, and there's games situated in ways that aren't stable, and I'm kind of waiting for things to go south.
But they have not yet.
Not yet. Speaking of shelves, this is a good interlude. Not interlude. Interlude's the wrong word. This is a good
Alex,
segue.
These shelves look different than they used to.
They do look different. The ones back there actually don't look different.
Really
I still need to assemble those. That's part of why everything's a bit of a mess right now. But we are currently sponsored by Allplay. So if you want to go ahead and check out things like fantastic shelves, go ahead and check them out. I'll be doing a full video of these at some point in the future. And speaking of things that are sponsor adjacent, not really sponsor adjacent. I was going to say, if you have been paying attention, we are running a giveaway over on the channel to support the channel. It's our end of year channel support drive in which I am giving away a lot of games. And if you watched the last videos, you might remember that I said I meant to be adding games to those. And so I will be adding a game to each of these videos, but the last video, our top 10, I'll be adding 3 games. So I'm adding 5 more games to that giveaway if you are following it. The game I'm adding today is a new in-stream copy of Art Society. If you're interested in this fantastic game, this is going to be added to the giveaway. Check out that video. I'll have a link to it down below. And if you do want to support the channel and the many videos that we put out every single year, it is much appreciated. And with that, I feel like there's 7 other things I have to say.
I've never played Art Society, but I've wanted to.
I'm happy to play it.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, that's what I've been interested in, but haven't gotten the chance.
There's still a cat back there. I'm just keeping an eye on for the record.
Yeah,
Any announcements you want to make?
Fighting Galactus.
Any announcements you want to make before we dive into the top 10, the top 30 to 21?
I'll take this moment to remind everyone, if you would like to guess what our number 1 games are going to be, that's kind of the thing that I'm just continuing the train of talking about now. It was a lot harder for you to guess way back in the beginning if you've been watching the whole series, but you can still guess now. Put in your guesses for our number 1 games, and we'll see if you're right.
There's another cat trying to join his brother right now. It's a little crazy. He's trying to get up there, which I don't think is a good idea. Speaking of guesses and number 1 games, I will say, those of you who tried to get to 1,000 likes on that video,
we still have time?
When you watch this tomorrow,
you have
a few hours left, at which point we will be filming our top 20 games of all time in 2 separate videos. So you have from when this video drops, you got 4 hours, 5 hours to get to 1,000 likes, or we will be doing our top ones separately, which honestly might be what some of you want. I know that's what I want. And I think with that, I think I am out of announcements, although actually, no, I'll throw in one more. Have you seen The Witcher Legacy? It's 4 days. Yeah. 4 days into the end game. It's
pretty
still,
crazy.
by the time you watch this, it might be over. It might be just heading towards day 5. It's a little crazy.
I cannot wait to play that game.
The Witcher Legacy?
I cannot wait.
You were hotter on it than I was.
I really like the card system, and I like the Legacy system that they do, the way they present it. I enjoy Legacy.
Because I liked it, but I think I was more in the go on board camp.
I think I'm just bananas for Legacy.
The cat's back up there. Oh my dear.
This is It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good. How many of those boxes did you think opened up?
I don't care. It's fine. It's fine.
They're gonna have me screaming like that. R.I.P. to headphone users. I'm so sorry.
The cat did fall off.
It's not good. That's what I said.
Give me 1 second. I don't know where he is. We got
me in a panic.
There.
It's not good.
Okay. This is high-class entertainment, I will say that. High-class entertainment. I saw there was one commenter who's like, yep, the first 4 or 5 minutes of each of these are the best. You're welcome. A cat fell for your enjoyment.
Are we ready for...
Is he around?
No, hey, get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm not looking. I'm trying to find the cat.
It's fine. I'm sure.
You say that.
He got pooped unconscious.
I don't know. How... Do cats break their legs? Is that a thing they do? I assume they do it sometimes.
I just said booped unconscious and...
Booped unconscious.
Yeah. Like unconscious mind,
They're
but
gone.
Boop.
Gone. Okay, you can do your... Hey, whose turn is it, by the way?
I think me.
You start this one, and you start the next one. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to start our top 30 to 21. Go ahead and do yours while I look for cats.
Okay. Well, okay. Or
I'll focus on the video. Gloomhaven.
My number 30 is going to be Gloomhaven, Gloomhaven World, etc. It's kind of all taking over this slot, but I recommend, if you've never played any of those games, to check out Jaws of the Lion first. There is Gloomhaven 2.0 now, and I have not played that, so full disclaimer there, that's the only thing in this world I haven't played. But Jaws of the Lion is a great way for you to start off playing if you're unsure about the commitment of Gloomhaven, but I just highly recommend it. It's a dungeon crawler where you are leveling up your different characters. There's a retirement system where you're kind of forced into multiple different types of characters that all have these decks that operate very differently and very uniquely, that you kind of go through different progressions of all different types of characters, which is something that I love about it. And it just has you go through these different scenarios that can be very thinky, that I'd say most of them tend to be either like kill all minions or get from point A to point B or something like that. But they do tend to do some interesting things as well. Hey, come here. But yeah, that's gonna be Gloomhaven, my number 30. The most chaotic.
It's the most chaotic, I'm sorry.
It's only gonna get, like, what is our number 10
Well, because I think he's hiding in the boxes over there. I think that's where he's recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cooling down.
The cat that fell.
Yeah.
That's probably didn't break a leg, but who knows?
That's gonna be my suggestion. I suggest Jaws of the Lion, but also you can play it digitally, so you can check it out that way as well if you're interested.
Yeah. It's a game. It's a game I've played hundreds of hours on. I've kind of moved on from it, but I have spent hundreds of hours in the world and enjoyed it very much. I definitely do recommend it. I spent enough time there. But my number 30. My 30 is a game that I have not spent nearly enough time on, and that's Unsettled. Unsettled, it's still got a placeholder over on the shelf there. I even when I changed the shelves, I was like, you know what, I kind of like it there. It's accessible, but looks cool. Unsettled is from Orange Nebula.
It does look cool.
I like it. I like the system. But I like the placement. Unsettled from Orange Nebula is a cooperative or solo adventure. I actually put it in my top 10 solo games of all time one time. And they were like, we kind of designed it cooperatively, but we're glad that you think it's the best solo game.
So just bringing it up, a couple people have been asking about solo games. I think that we should do it end of your list.
I'm happy to. Together or separately?
Yeah.
It's a solo game.
Let us know. I don't know how. Maybe just in the comments. If you would prefer Meg's top 10 or 20 solo games, and then Alex's, or like this.
Yeah. Let us know. That's worthwhile. Yeah.
Together
absolutely.
or alone. Together or not at all.
That wasn't the option.
I know, that's the Doctor Who quote.
But Unsettled is an excellent game that I thoroughly enjoyed solo, because I'm very into the optimization. So even though like there's a thematic cooperation, mechanically it works as a solo game, and I love it as a solo game. I think I've played this more solo than cooperatively. Both are excellent though, but the game system basically has you exploring these worlds. Each box is its own little world. Each world has multiple ways you can go through it, so it gives you a lot of replayability, and you're basically trying to optimize. I love optimization. It's all about like, yes, you're exploring, and suddenly there's this goo, and the goo is sticking to you, and then these fungi, and you grab these explorations and these discoveries, and it all works together to give you these abilities, and suddenly before you know it, you're able to like move the goo over 3 zones at a time and convert the goo into other tokens, which you then use to power up your buildings, and each world feels so dynamic. The system manages to be a system that works, a framework that works for every planet, and yet it feels so dynamic as you play through it. It's chock full of humor, which is excellent. I love the general sense of all these things that are happening as you go through it. I like the game a lot. I'm a big fan of Unsettled. I think that Orange Nebula does a great job with their games, and Unsettled is one that has managed to continuously stay high for me year over year.
Nice. My next one might surprise you.
Will it?
It might.
It might surprise me. Gloomhaven doesn't necessarily surprise me, but you know, the next one might.
My next one is going to be our official first It's on BGA of this video. It's going to be Pirates of Maracaibo. You are surprised. Are you surprised this is low, or are you
surprised?
surprised?
High for you. I think
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. I think I don't tell. So Alex loves this game, and he was very excited to get others to play it. And sometimes when Alex says that, I don't like the games, and I think that I do kind of try to play it cool.
Was this the game you were wandering around trying to figure out if I had?
No.
Okay.
That one is coming up.
Yeah, there was a game that she was like looking at. She's like, and I was like, I don't know. I get rid of games all the time. No guarantee I still have it.
Yeah. But Pirates of Maracaibo it hasn't come up yet, correct?
It has not come up yet.
Okay.
Maybe
so
it's on my list, maybe not.
This is a game where tell me if like this part's right. You're playing as a bunch of pirates?
Yes.
Trying to just, I guess, journey?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going across these different card rows. Alex knows this game a lot more than I do, but I do really enjoy it. You're going across these different card rows where there's different things you can interact with. So there are islands that you can go to and raid them, but then you can also go on certain cards to purchase them, or there are other ones that you're kind of able to bank into, that you pay into it, and then it helps you with scoring at the end of the game. But this whole entire game is about trying to chain your different things that you're scoring, where you're getting your different things, which are emeralds, pearls, and gold, right?
I want to say that's true. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds true.
It's 3 different types of treasures.
I know the colors more so than the
right.
the
That's why.
actual
That's why I'm like, I don't.
It's yellow,
guys,
white,
I
and-
swear I know exactly how to play. I'm a shark in this game, but like things like that. I'm pretty sure it's emerald, pearls. I'm not sure if it's pearls or diamonds, but I think it's pearls. But you're basically getting those different kinds of resources, and you can gain them, but you need to bury them for them to kind of score points for you. But there's also this
Extra points
for them to be worth it.
Extra points.
Yeah. And then there's also a system of when you're taking these different resources, you're kind of making them weaker and less points.
Yep.
So you're doing all of that, but you kind of have your little tableau as a pirate, where you have cards that will give you some ongoing abilities sometimes, but then you also have your little thing where you're plotting in these different, I think they're like cannons or something, but you're putting them into your area and you get like special abilities after that. So sometimes they're one time, sometimes they're ongoing. It's a whole thing. You're going through all of these different cards, racing with everyone with your different ships. I think you do it 3 times. You go through the things.
It is surprisingly how good you are at a game that you managed to like miss some of like you're like uncertain about all the core things.
I haven't played it in like I don't know, maybe like a month or 2. I played it a lot when I first learned it, and then I haven't played it in a little bit. That I played it on BGA, but I really, really enjoy it. That this is one that is very satisfying, and this is one that I don't know. I really enjoy creating my little engine, and it's that kind of thing where I think in a lot of games that have been in my list, I enjoy counter drafting and drafting things that people want, and in this one instead it's like I have gems in my eyes and everything is like I just want it. I want the most expensive card because I want it, you know. It's like I want to unlock all of these abilities. I don't care what you've unlocked, I don't care what you're doing, I don't care where you're going, unless you're taking the thing that I want, then I don't like it. But with this one I'm very much focusing on my own personal engine, and I do feel this is kind of one where there's multiple paths to victory, where you can do a lot of different things for how you're going to get those victory points. So yeah, it's very clever. I enjoyed it a lot.
I love this game.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it shows up later, maybe not, but I will play this game.
I feel like I just
anytime,
rambled
anywhere.
a lot. I feel like that was the longest.
Yeah, maybe. Listen, it wasn't the cat falling down, I'll tell you that
I
much.
feel like I did a tutorial.
28 for me. 29. My 29 is Cascadia.
29.
Not specifically landmarks, it's just the box I chose to
Cascadia.
keep, but Cascadia. I love Cascadia. Also, fun fact, I'll say I love Cascadia Alpine Lakes. I think it's fantastic, but that's not out yet, so it's not eligible for top 100. Also, when it is out, it'll take the same spot anyway. It won't be like a different... I'm going on. Cascadia. Cascadia
just
is from
rambling
Flat Out...
today.
That's how it works. Cascadia is from Flat Out Games. It is my favorite of their games, I think. Did I put Calico in my top 100?
Yeah.
Did I? You sure?
Yeah, we already talked about it.
I definitely did. Because I feel like it should have been.
I think we did it in the same video, and I had to give you the cover.
That's what happened. Good. I start to get to the point where I'm like, there's games where I'm like, that should be my top 100. I'm glad I did it. Anyways, Cascadia is my top-rated Flat Out Games. This game is absolutely fantastic. It is a cooperative, no, that's not true. It's a competitive or solo puzzle. You either play it competitively to build your things and score points, or you go through the solo challenges, similar to what we talked about with Calico. I will say I think the Calico solo mode is better than the Cascadia solo mode, but Cascadia as an overall package I like more than Calico. This is basically tile drafting and building tableaus and scoring optimization with variable scoring cards. One of the big things that really holds us over Calico for me is the variable scoring cards means that there's a lot more dynamic to the game, especially as you mix and match the various cards, versus Calico has like variable scoring tiles, but that doesn't really change the way you play the game. It feels the same when you play it, but except for the solo challenges. But either way, Cascadia is delightful. I think it's very accessible. I think it's an incredibly easy game to teach, an incredibly easy game to play. I think it's great at various player counts from 1 all the way up to 4. Again, I love the solo mode on this, but I prefer it competitively, and the scenarios and the goals and all the ways to score. Like this is one of those rule books I've just written in the back because you check things off as you go. I mean, this is great. I think this is rated as the #1 abstract on BGG, or at least it was at one point. And I don't necessarily think of this as an abstract, but it definitely very much is an abstract game. I like Cascadia. I am a big fan of the game.
It's a good game.
I'm a big fan.
I would say it didn't make my list this year, but I prefer the roll and write, which is still like kind of the same. I mean, not really the same, but
Whatever.
it's also good. Okay, my next up is going to be a crossover
Ding, 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 ding.
that has already happened.
How many have we at to? We were at 12 as the last video?
I'm not sure.
I want to say we were at 12 as the last video, but I might be wrong.
Okay, this is another crossover
Nice.
off the page games, Core of Discovery. Now, this is a game that I really enjoyed. It's one of those games where, because we have talked about it, but it was in a different video, that it's one of those games where you have a grid and there's certain pieces of information and it's all logic based. So if something is in a certain place, you have certain rules that it can only, there are certain occurrences that can only be in certain areas based on the rules that you have given. So I just love that piece of it, that it's not exactly like that, but it gives me like Minesweeper vibes. That I used to play Minesweeper a lot on the computer as a kid, and to me it gives that same like kind of vibe of like trying to open up the different areas and figure out what's underneath and what you can find. That there is a whole card system as well where you're trying to maintain your water levels and stuff like that. But for me, the part where I really love this game is that logic puzzle of just figuring out where everything is located.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
I like it a lot.
Very, very fun.
My 28 is also a crossover. It's not this one, but it's also a crossover, and that is Dune Imperium, specifically Uprising. Because I have played Uprising, and I don't think it's miles and away better than Dune Imperium, but I do think I do think it's better enough that I would give I'm getting rid of Dune Imperium regular and keeping Uprising and all the expansions. But Meg talked about it a lot. I'll just go into it a bit more. Wall. Yeah, well, forget the wall.
This is still very high.
This is 28 for me. Dune Imperium is... I agree with a lot of things Meg said about the cooperative or the solo puzzle versus the conflict. I think a lot of people really like it because of the extra conflict. To me, that means my core Euro engine is being somewhat played by the dynamics of group play. It's still fantastic. Again, 28 of all time. I absolutely love this. Every time I dive into it, it is so much fun trying to work through your card engine, trying to play out the board spaces. To me, both Uprising, it really does improve on the base game if you're comparing base game to base game alone, but also Rise of Ix as an expansion, I think, is a near essential expansion. The other expansions like Bloodlines and all that, I think they're fine, but Rise of Ix to me really opens up the game as far as the way all the economies loop to make it much more dynamic and much more interesting than the core cycle you see in the base game. Again, base game as is was still great. I think if I recall correctly, the first year I played this, I put it at like around 80 or so, and Rise of Ix bumped it into this 30ish range where it has stayed ever since. It just...
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's
a good game. Also, shout out to them for being one of the only times I've ever seen a company adapt the movie art, but in a way that really was well done.
Yeah.
Almost every time a company's like, we're gonna mimic this based off of the movie, it's like, okay, well now it looks like garbage. Now just do your own original thing. This is one of the few times where it's like it's clearly the art style from the movies, but they adapted it. They did stuff with it. It looks good. It looks good. Shout out to you, Direwolf, that's the one. Your game looks great.
Yep. I agree. My number 27
is also a crossover.
It's not a crossover.
So close.
But that's what we're at, number 27.
27.
Unfortunately, my number 27 is not here with me today. It's no longer with us. No, it's still with us. I loved it at my house, you guys. I think I did it with one other game that I forgot to. Previously that I've already gotten busted about. But my number 27 is going to be Finspan. So for me, I was kind of cool on a lot of the Span games, and for anyone who knows me, I've never really super got into Wingspan because I have a thing with birds. What's your
thing with birds?
A lot of people have a thing with fish, apparently. Did you not hear this?
No.
A lot of people don't like Finspan because it's fish, and I love fish. So I grew up, fishing as a kid, and I grew up, having fish in tanks, I had a whole... whatever. Either way, I enjoy Finspan. It's not here with me. It's a Stonemaier. You guys know the whole Span series, but for Finspan, I did really enjoy the fish. Specifically. I did. It was really fun for me, and I think that is part of what people enjoy about Wingspan and seeing the different birds and, interacting with it and reading the different things. That I love that with fish. And, going back to, my Animal Crossing love, I loved when all of them would come out, that I just kept wanting to continuously play to go through all of the fish. And I feel like you do actually go through a lot of the cards in that game because of how you go through, the discard. Either way, Finspan.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should go through, but it's, it finally got me to be kind of hooked into the Span system that I never really liked Wingspan. I enjoyed Wormspan, and I really like Finspan.
I have a hard time saying which one is my favorite game from theirs, because they all have things I like about more and less. But Finspan, to me, did have the most accessible charm to it. I played it a lot when it first came out, a surprising amount for, the third game in the series, and I was like, it's just kind of fun and straightforward. You do your thing, and it's it just felt a little bit, I don't know, I did
like how it's presented, It's very streamlined, done really well, I don't know. like
I think
it.
Wormspan
Finspan.
tickles my brain a bit more, but I think Finspan just says, like, I think if I'm going to play a game like Wormspan, I'm going to play other games, and Finspan's kind of the one I would play.
So the thing that did it for me is that I felt in any time I've played a span game, I have a hard time taking my actions. That for some of the actions that are more of like like drawing a card or something, that I had a hard time making sure how many actions I took. And in Finspan, I feel like I was so dedicated to what I was doing. I had every single action planned out that, like, I think it had me a lot more engaged.
Yeah. My 27 is not a crossover.
Not a crossover.
But I'm guessing it will be. Hanamikoji is my 27.
Hanamikoji.
I love this game. I think this game is so good. I mean, honestly, again, we're in 27 territory. Every game I love. But this, Hanamikoji, is a 2-player game in which it's basically a kind of a tug-of-war, but more really I pick, you choose. Because the game is ultimately I pick, you choose. Yeah. You're trying to win either 4 geishas or have I can't remember the number, was it 11? I can't remember, such a number of strength worth of geishas. And what you're doing is you're trying to do that by basically by creating these I cut, you choose situations where you do things like, let's say, oh, well, I'm going to create 2 piles of 2, you pick one of those piles. Or I'm going to put out 3 cards, but you have to pick one of those cards. So you're giving a lot of agency to your opponents as you play through this game, but you're the one who's in control of what those choices are. And you do that with a combination of the hidden information that you have, combined with trying to figure out what you're trying to do, what cards are in your hand, how you think they're going to be forced into a tough choice. I find this so much fun. This is like the both box that has Hanamikoji as well as Geisha's Road. I like Geisha's Road. I just find I play Hanamikoji more often than not, but this also has all the variable token sets, and I like that. That mixes the game up a lot without really adding rules depth. You can get the small box version of this if you're looking for something a little bit more accessible, portable, travel size, all that. Or you can just get this version. I think this is one of the better lane battler kind of games that I have in my collection. It is absolutely fantastic. High recommendation, Hanamikoji, Geisha's Road.
Nice.
Hanamikoji happens to be Geisha's Road too.
Isn't there a second game in that box?
Yeah, Geisha's Road. We've never played it.
What is that?
So Hanamikoji is just the 2-player lane battling. Geisha's Road introduces a little bit of a kind of going around in a circle element. It adds more complexity to what you're doing. It adds some interesting tactical choices. Like, I've really enjoyed it, but I've also really enjoyed it with the caveat that I find 9 times out of 10 I just pull out Hanamikoji. And then here and there, I'm like, you know what? Let's play Geisha's Road together.
Yeah, I forgot there was another game in that box.
I will happily show it to you. I like it.
Is that on BGA?
Not that I know of. If it is, I'd be playing it more.
I feel like something that was similar.
26.
26. This box got hurt, so I gotta be a little careful with it. This is Federation. Federation is a game that, like, it's one that my brain just works really well with, that I love how the scoring goes. So it's one that every single round, 2 different colors or factions are going to be scoring, but when you're placing out your tokens, you have tokens that are numbered, I think 0 to 4, maybe 1 to 4,
Don't
1 to 4,
remember.
or something like that.
It's been a while since
you have your different things, and you're placing them out, and they all mean different things for you. That part of it is going to be voting for which side is going to score for the current colors that are out, but then other things are going to trigger, like the row that you're in, but you're also using an action system that you're kind of choosing what action you're going to be doing. And it's one of those games where you just have all different kinds of tracks that you can feed into, and they all kind of do different things. So some are going to give you boosts for, like, endgame scoring, some are going to get you resources that will trigger into other resources. So you're kind of just trying to advance on all these different tracks against other people. And this is just one that I love that push and pull of planning for future rounds, because every single color comes out twice, and you can really influence those decisions. That particular influence, it's like the way it works in my brain, it tickles. That I want to say I get, like, drunk off of this game. I love the power of, like, when I feel I'm getting what I want, I'm like, oh yeah, everyone go this way, vote this way, because that's exactly what I need. That, I don't know, it's just one of those games where it's that pull of power of, what factions are going to do what things, and I really like it.
I believe there's an expansion coming for this, or
it.
already out. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this one. This is on BGA.
It is on BGA.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll play you anytime, you guys. I'm Professor Meg on BGA. For those of you who do invite me to games on BGA, I'm more than happy to play. If it's a game that I don't know, I'll usually decline it just because I don't have time to learn, like, a lot of random games. But if it's a game that I know or have talked about, I will usually jump into games.
There's a lot going on in the game. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
My 26 is a crossover pick. We are at 3 crossover picks in this video so far. I'm curious to see how far we'll get here. No more direct crossovers, not yet. But we'll see. We will see. What happened to it?
It came like this.
Oh, I was going to make a joke about being those side divots that are cut in.
It came like this, unfortunately.
My 26 is a crossover. This is Everdell, the complete collection edition. I did just grab just the box lid for this one because
just the box.
It's that big. Honestly, there are 2 games here. 2 games in this video that I did just the lid because they are that big.
In this video?
In this video. I have tape over here. What happened over here?
Uh-oh.
Anyways, Everdell. Everdell is this is a crossover pick. You've already talked about this one. I adore Everdell. I probably should have just grabbed
Shout out to Andrew Bosley. I adore Andrew Bosley.
Yes, but we're not ranking top 100 people. Although, if this video gets 5,000 thumbs, I will rank top 100 people. I don't know what that's going to look like. If this video gets 5,000 likes, I will rank top 100 people. I don't know why I said this, but I'm going to follow it. I'm going to follow through with it. Andrew Bosley, you'll make the cut, just for the record.
Where's Taylor Swift in that?
Oh, she's number 1, obviously. Obviously Taylor Swift's number 1.
Not the president.
Taylor Swift. 5,000 likes. 5,000 likes and I'll do top 100 people. I don't know why. I don't know what I do. Why do I do this? Why do I think it's funny? Anyways, Everdell. Everdell is a tableau building game. It's a tableau building game that I didn't love it when I first played it. When I first played it, it's going to be like barely on camera for the rest of the video.
It's a big box.
When I first played it, I liked it a lot. I was like, but I don't understand why people love it as much as they do. And I played it again, and then I got rid of it. Honestly, I don't remember if I played it again. I think I played it twice and got rid of it. I may have just played it once and got rid of it. And then I had second thoughts, which I don't have often. I have a lot of thoughts, but I don't have second thoughts about things that I made my mind up a lot. But it did happen with this one. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to get it back again and try it again. And I got it back, and I loved it. I loved it again and again and again. And once I kind of figured out the engine of what you're doing, the way you have to build your tableau to be able to maximize the limited cards you have, and to build the fact that you kind of have these 4 seasons, and the first season you're like, I do 4 things, and then the season's over. But once you figure out how the engine works, it's so satisfying. The card play, I love games. Like, we talked about it with Pirates of Maracaibo a little bit, but like, I love games that give you tons of cards, and it's all about how you have to figure out your engine amongst those cards, and Everdell does that galore. The expansions add a ton, the variations of the game add a lot to it, although they are very samey, I will say that. I've done lots of conversations around the subject, but overall, Everdell still just delivers an experience that every time I play Everdell, I know I'm sitting down for a good time, I know I'm going to enjoy myself, I know I'm going to strategically try to fine-tune what I'm doing as I do it. It's just a good game with a lot of variations and expansions and ways to play the game. That's my 26.
I gotta say, like, for games like that versus something like Cartographers, I think I prefer when you gain workers and gain actions over the course of seasons as opposed to getting less. Like in Cartographers...
You get less in Everdell?
No, in Everdell you get more. You gain more workers every season. That's what I'm saying, is I prefer that.
One of the reasons
I like it when that happens.
One of the issues I always had with Wingspan, to kind of go back there, is Wingspan you get less as the game goes on, and even though the math works out, I'm just like, it feels, your tableau is getting better, but I'm like, I just get less stuff to do.
My number 25 has been a fall from grace. A little bit. It's gonna be Enish, and this is just because, like, it's an oldie but a goodie. I would say this is probably one of my oldies that has still, you know, stood the test of time for, I don't know, I guess there's... Now I'm going on tangent. Enish. This is going to be an area control game where you're playing out as these different, I don't know, clans, and you have your men that, like, they are a resource for you. You absolutely need them, but you're going to have these different ways to win the game. So you're all trying to chase toward those different things while keeping an eye on what other people are doing, because the ways to win are going to be like spreading out, having control over other people, or having like or having the sanctuaries.
Sanctuaries, yeah.
So you're trying to do all these different things, but you can clearly see when your opponents are trying to do it, and for you to be able to win, you kind of have to declare that you're doing it, so people still have time to stop you. This is just a very clever game. It's all about drafting, because the cards that you're using throughout the game, everyone has the same access to those cards. Like, you all know exactly what the cards are, and you're drafting them out. That everyone's first card, obviously, no one else knows what you have, and there's one out, multiple ones out, depending on the number of people you play with. But just the push and pull of what cards do what. Some of them cancel each other, some of them can really stop each other. You can go in and attack people. It's really, really clever, really clean drafting. I love drafting. Yeah, that's gonna be Enish by Madigo.
It's a good game.
It's a good
game.
game.
I'm curious, this is your copy. Is it not?
No.
It's not?
This was on the floor over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you why I bought your copy. I guess it's my copy.
Did not.
Oh, that's right, because this was your copy.
I have the green cover.
That's what it was. We swapped.
I have the old cover.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Anyways, my 25 is new to my top 100. I think it's new to my top 100. This is Seti. Seti has grown for me. It has continued to grow for me. This is like this started off as a 4.5. You may notice based on where it is right now that currently is a 5 out of 5 for me. I love what CGE did with Seti. I love what Thomas Hollick did with Seti. The game feels so satisfying as far as the way you basically, again, it's very similar to Everdell. It took me a few plays to realize this, but the arc of the game is very similar. That your first round, you're like, I managed to scrape by a few things, and then it progressively builds up as you go. And again, it's similar to Everdell. I started off strong in it, and the more I played it, the better it got. And then the expansion took it to the next level for me. That the way it gives you these corporations, the asymmetric powers. I don't think you played the expansion.
That's what I was just thinking. This is one that I wasn't crazy about, but I want to be.
Yeah.
Where I saw it, I saw the potential, but I wasn't there. So I really want to try the expansion because I think for me that's like.
But I'm also curious because I do compare it to Everdell a lot in terms of the feeling it gives me. So I wonder if it might be good here, but not there.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, I like Seti a lot. The combos with the cards, the way you have to plan your actions, the upgrades you try to do, the diversification of that, the spinning planets gives you a fun little puzzle as far as how to optimize while dealing with chaos at the same time. This game pushes all the right buttons, and the expansion to me only made it better. Seti is my 25.
My number 24, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
Is gonna be Faraway. Now, Faraway was a lot higher on my list last year, but last year I decided to do a weird list where it was all like pretty new games that I was recommending, and I wasn't keeping oldies, where in this one I am going to have some oldies in there, so Faraway is here. It is on BGA. Highly recommend checking it out. Please go play this game. Faraway is a game that honestly your best bet is to play it through once to understand how it's really going to score and what's going to happen. So when you're playing, you start off with a certain number of cards, you play your card, all of your cards have a lot of information on it, such as like certain tags, but then numbers, and the numbers are what allow you to draft in that order for the next round. So you have a bunch of cards that are available, and the closer you are to number 1, you get to draft first, and you're drafting out all these different cards that will chain and score off of each other, but the clever piece is that you're playing out 8 cards, and then they're going to score backwards. So you're going to score with like the last card that you played first, meaning that any requirements that the cards need to be able to score have to kind of trigger first. It's really, really clever. Highly suggest playing it to understand what I'm saying. But basically you have to kind of plan out your journey and then make your way home.
Now, I did talk about this already, right?
I don't know.
I'm seeing it in my top 100. I don't remember talking about it, but this is all this week. It's been a busy week. I'm seeing it based on where it is. I think I talked about it.
So good, you guys. It's on BGA. Highly recommend checking it out. This was maybe my number 1 last year. Very high up there.
Very high.
It was because last year was a weird list.
Yeah.
Well, but this year has everything old in it again.
Where are we crossover-wise? We have Pirates, Core. No, Pirates not yet. Core, not nothing. I didn't set nothing happened here. We have Core, Faraway. We have Dune and Everdell. 4 crossovers so far.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad so far. Doing decent. Yeah. My 24 is, I do not believe it's a crossover because I don't believe you talked about The Witcher at all.
No.
The Witcher Old World, which we actually did talk about at the beginning of this video, which actually wasn't planned, by the way. I didn't realize that maybe that was subconscious, because I did just grab it off the shelf.
This is the most chaotic video I think we've ever done. I think I say that every time, but this one is...
This is top-notch.
This one's high chaos.
This is high chaos.
Yeah.
What was honestly?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, this is like, I just realized this is still the same video.
It's still the same video.
This is still that video.
Yeah. A cat fell off at the beginning of the video. The Witcher Old World. I adore this game. I think this is the one I grabbed the box top because I have the big box, which works like this. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Honestly, this is one that I bet if I played the solo mode, it would be like in my top 10.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I like this game a lot. There's a lot of people who love this game as much as I do. There's a lot of people who are like, it's not for me. And those people are wrong. I'll say that. This is This is all about trying to build up your Witcher as you travel around the world. You go on these little mini story quests that are so like minimal, like they're fun enough, and they're like, you're like, ooh, an interesting choice. Ooh, I'm tired. Do I help that innkeeper? Do I just like walk away? Like, what's gonna happen? So it's like a little bit of fun little story, but not so much that it bogs down the experience. I think it's one of the reasons why I think you are more excited about Legacy, and I'm like, I like Legacy, but I prefer Old World.
Yeah.
And then the combat I find so satisfying as far as the chaining of the cards, the way you build your deck. The expansions add so much to the game. Like, I haven't even played with all the expansions yet, but they add so much as far as even just the basic, like the advanced cards, things like that, the advanced monsters. Those add a ton to the experience. I love the fact that you're kind of playing a competitive game, but you're mostly doing your own thing. You might have like 1 or 2 spats with other Witchers, but those are important spats because you only need 4 trophies to win. I just find this such a satisfying experience. The main downside I'll say is, to me, this is a game that plays best at 2 or 3 players. 2 just a little less interaction than I want, but it is a slightly longer game than I'd like, and so that 4 I would not recommend. I think you could even do 5. I can't remember the player count of this, but I would not do that. I think 3 to me is like the sweet spot.
Yeah. I was going to try to answer, and then I was like, how would I know?
I like it. I like it a lot. It's great. It's also going to go ahead and join Everdell as a big box off screen, so I can continue to talk with
I enjoy it a lot as well. I think that should have been in my top 100.
I think it should have been too. We can make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. What game do I not like in your top 100?
100 plus.
It's 100 plus.
Next up is a crossover.
We're at 5 crossovers. It's the most we've had so far.
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
No, we did not know. We did not know.
The top 10, how many crossovers do you think we'll have in the top 10?
Specifically in the top 10?
Yeah. Like 3, 4?
Yeah, I was going to say 4.
That's still a lot.
And honestly, I wonder. 4. Let's say 4.
That's still a lot.
We still haven't had a direct crossover yet.
Well, we've had 2.
We haven't had 2 more since then. We need 2 more.
Next up for me is going to be Spirit Island. Now, I grabbed this because I just didn't... You guys, I'm getting tired. We have grabbed 75 games at this point. My arms are tired. So here is Spirit Island. Now this is a game, it's one of the games that got me into games, where I started off with Arkham Horror, and then I went to Sentinels of the Multiverse, which was by Greater Than Games, and I can remember hearing about, oh, they have this new game coming out called Spirit Island, you should check it out. And I don't know, like it is nostalgic for me in that sense that it's old world gaming in my brain to like back when I was going to conventions and board game tables had absolutely like nothing, and it was this one little hallway. But now, now Greater Than Games is sadly, seen a cycle, but
times they are changing.
Hopefully Spirit Island goes somewhere. This is a game where you are all playing cooperatively, and you are playing as the island. So you're the island spirits, and you're protecting the Dohan, and there are these invaders that are coming in, and there's an escalation system with the invaders and how they're placed out that I think is just very clever and really well scaled. That a lot of what you're trying to do is basically mitigate what's happening there while trying to build out your spirits and get more and more powerful by unlocking your abilities. And it's just real clever. We've talked about it before. There is a mode where you play with the other map that's different. You guys, I don't know anything about that. I don't know her. But regular Spirit Island, very good, a lot of fun. Highly suggest it solo. Very, very fun.
It's a great game. I like it a lot.
Really, really solid game.
My 23 is one which I don't know if I've shown you yet. I can't remember if I've shown you this or not. But this is Anno 1800.
I still haven't. Every time we talk about it, I'm like, I still have not played.
It's so good. I'll play it anytime.
Still haven't played
I'll play it anytime. I love this game, and I'm in that weird camp that puts this higher than Brass, and I stand by that. I prefer this to Brass. I think Brass is more clever. I think Brass is more intricate. Both designed by Martin Wallace. Both have a similar feel and like same time frame period and all that stuff. But I love the trading in this game. I love the way you build systems and rely on others. Like it very much feels like Brass. If Brass was just like much chiller and more like, hey, I'm gonna have a fun night tonight. I'm just gonna do my thing. I am gonna build infrastructure that you're going to need. We are gonna leech off each other as we work our way towards winning. But like, I'm not like min-maxing every single card play and exactly how much of a loan to take out. Like it's not as good strategically, but it's more what I want to play most of the time. Anno 1800 is one of those games that start, again, I love it when games rise over time for me.
I'm just still shooketh, but it's been, I think I said this the past 2 years.
Yeah, makes sense. We should play it after this.
Shooketh.
Along with a lot of other things. But I like it, for me personally, I get a great deal of satisfaction when a game rises in rank as it goes. Meaning it's not that it started as a 5 out of 5, it's that I just kept playing it, and I kept playing it, and then went to a 4.5, and then I was like, eventually I was like, now it's a 5 out of 5. I like it, like sometimes you play a game that, and it just really lands with you, but then it doesn't really have like anywhere to go from there, and sometimes things fade a little bit. You're like, you know what, honestly, on my 8th play, I think it's gone down to a 4.5, and I like the other way. I like it when when games stand the test of time, when they go through multiple plays, and it goes over years, and it just keeps rising for you. That is Anno 1800 for me. It is accessible brass. That's what I would describe this as, which is probably not the most inspirational way to sell a game, but I have so much fun with it. I love the way you build things up, and you just have to work towards those various goals. And you have hands full of cards. It's hands full of cards. You have to get rid of all those cards. You have to accomplish all the goals. It's so much. It's good.
You have multiple hands?
You have multiple hands. You get an extra 2 hands when you play this game. Yeah.
For a minute, I thought you were being serious.
No, it's a good game. It's a game.
Like, how do you manage
This
that?
is my 23. Well, no, you get lots of cards. Like lots of cards.
But it's one.
No, you're not managing.
I thought you had multiple decks for some. I was like.
There's a weird arc to the game where you start off with these goals and you try to achieve the goals, but you kind of get more goals. And at a certain point in the game, you're like, I'm getting more goals than I can do. Like, this is weird. But then you actually get to achieve them, and then that's very satisfying.
Okay.
My 23. I love this game.
Are you ready for my next one?
I'm ready.
What number is it?
22.
Ready for my number 22?
I am.
It's a crossover.
We're at 6 crossovers.
But it's not on BGA. That's for sure.
I don't know why that was relevant. Oh, that's why.
Oathsworn! My next up is going to be Oathsworn. Now, this is placing higher than Gloomhaven.
But there's a video where you did not think that. Times have changed.
Yeah. Well, this is... Yeah, I guess so.
There's a Gloomhaven versus Oathsworn video you can check out on the channel.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If I could only ever have played one, I would still have picked Gloomhaven.
Sure, that's
right now. I want to play more Oathsworn. I think I've lived my life of Gloomhaven and lived enough of Gloomhaven, unfortunately. But Oathsworn, there's still a lot more for me to explore and play, so that is why it's higher for me. But yeah, if I had to start completely over, I'd still pick Gloomhaven. You guys.
Listen, I played like 300 hours of Gloomhaven. I respect that.
But yeah, Oathsworn is a boss battler, really.
Yes.
Where you have a huge narrative part that you're able to do first, where you're I don't know, making a bunch of different decisions, I'll just say it like that, where you're going through a more narrative part of the story, but then after that you have your boss battler part where you have these really great miniatures and you have your different characters that are all pretty unique, that you have this cooldown system with the cards that you're playing that they kind of circle around you, I think it's, another... It's compared to something like Gloomhaven, but Gloomhaven is more of a dungeon crawler where you're going into the scenarios trying to accomplish different objectives and stuff like that, but you're still progressing your characters in both games, where in this one it's still a fantasy style character that's very satisfying, but it is more of a boss battler where you're more focused on like specific damage dealing and how you're able to chain the abilities you have into other things.
You know what I'm realizing? We have like filmed gameplays of this that are unlisted that have never gone up.
Really?
From like years ago.
Really?
I don't even know where they are. They're probably on the channel. Should I just randomly throw up a Camp Co-op video?
On Christmas Day. You should do it as a Christmas present for everybody.
I have to find the login to Camp Co-op. Oh my gosh.
It's a Christmas miracle!
Because so we started doing a film playthrough of it, and then we just kind of got distracted with Gloomhaven and other things, and now it's like 3 years later, and like I'm realizing we never put them up.
Time to start again. Time to pick it back up. I would
also,
do that.
the thing with this game that makes me like think that you love it is the push your luck system.
Yeah, I do really like this.
Is like you can just go for as much as you want. You just might not hit.
Yeah, but I do. This is not a Gloomhaven versus Oathsworn video, even though they're both in this video. I do prefer the Gloomhaven number deck that you go through because that one. Well, I mean, whatever.
No,
I like it all.
When you mean the number deck, you mean your hand?
Not your hand, but like your modifier deck.
Oh, interesting.
I like that system a lot. It's very cool that like you almost have a D20 that you're manipulating and you're seeing what the outcomes.
There are things about Gloomhaven I like more. I still appreciate the top-bottom card choice more so than Oathsworn, but there's a lot of things about Oathsworn I like more.
But Oathsworn has minis that you can like
disassemble,
pull out their parts and put other parts in.
That sounds so bad.
I didn't know how else to say it. But
it does have that.
That's Oathsworn.
My 22 is another crossover, putting us to 7 crossovers, and it was almost an in-video crossover, because this is Inish.
This is an in-video crossover.
No, I meant in like direct line crossover.
What a beautiful box. That was the box I was not willing to get.
Oh, that's what happened?
I was like,
You found another copy?
I looked around. I was I saw this one on the floor. I was like, oh, okay. I understand the assignment.
Wow.
This was the one that I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, that's in the going away pile, I think. That's why I was confused. That's why I was like, you brought your own copy? Why? Inish. Meg talked about it already.
That's so beautiful. That should go right there.
It's not crazy. I worry the reflection in the camera. We can test it out later.
Test
it out later. We can try it out later. Inish is delightful. As much as it has dropped out of my top 10, which is a little crazy for me. It's not even my top 20 at this point, honestly, but it's 22. Like, that's so close. That basically counts as top 20.
So clever.
Inish is very, very satisfying. The thing about Inish every single time that my group always says, I always say, is that every play feels like something new happens that never happened before. We constantly joke about it. This is the game where, like, that's never happened that way before. It's a constant joke no matter how often we play it. The expansions add to it, which is nice. The expansions aren't crazy as far as that. They add a little bit more. But overall, the puzzle is just simplicity. It's drafting cards with pure simplicity as you try to figure out how to utilize those cards to do all the actions, because the cards are everything. You can't just, like, take an action to move. You have to play a card that lets you move. You have to play a card that lets you attack. You have to play a card that lets you pull back cards and discard a card. And all those various things you're doing. You want to build a sanctuary? Play a card. The Epic Tale cards are so satisfying. This is still one of the best area control games that I have in my collection. I will play this anytime, anywhere. I love it. I love Inish.
It's beautiful art, which I didn't say before.
Yeah, and I wasn't into the art when I first played it.
It's so cool.
Yeah. But then I got into it after. I liked it. I like it. Distinctive stylings.
Yeah, I would say the only thing is the minis aren't like anything.
Yeah, nothing.
They're nothing to write home about, but they do the job.
That's my 22. It's a crossover pick. It's a great game. It's still up there for me, just not as up there as it used to be.
Ready for my number 21?
Is it a crossover? That'd be insane. We're at 7 crossovers this video.
Crossover.
By the way, we have moved from 12 crossovers to 19. That's so much closer to 43 than I ever were before.
My final one is going to be as close as we get to me cheating on the list, because we did say, like, everything in print, nothing, no Cult of the New, no future things, nothing that I played as a prototype. So I picked something that I played that's like a prototype I played, and that's going to be Let's Go to Japan. So I got to play Let's Go to France.
Let's Go to France.
Just France, yeah. I got to play Let's Go to France at PAX Unplugged, and I've played Let's Go to Japan since then. They're both extremely similar. I do prefer Let's Go to France, so that is going to be, I think, crowdfunding.
Yeah.
It's going to be crowdfunding this soon.
Sometime.
I believe next year.
Yeah.
So check that out. Keep your eye out for Let's Go to France, because it is just, like, a little bit more clever. But either way, Let's Go to Japan. It's a game where you're planning out your trip. So you have all of your different days and the different things that you're trying to do, and you're also traveling to different areas. I am going to mix the two now, a little bit on you. But you're basically trying to, it's not resources, but you're gaining, like, icons for the different things that you're accomplishing, so you're kind of going up on these different tracks, and the entire scoring point is trying to do as many things as you can that are worthwhile, such as, like, seeing historical stuff or, you know, getting wine and cheese, whatever you want on your vacation, but not to overload your days with too many things, because then you could get cranky and tired or whatever. That there's a push and pull of how happy you are depending on what gets played. That, I don't know, I just think it's a very clever system, very, very satisfying, and it is a game where you're drafting through the cards, so some of them you get fresh and draw from the top, but sometimes you're passing them to other people. That there's just this little, like, system as well of, like, not only what do I want to keep for myself, but pass to other people. I don't know, it's a very good time. I've really enjoyed it.
It's very charming. When I
thought about it a lot after I was like,
when I played Let's Go to France, I was like, this is very similar to Let's Go to Japan. I'm glad I still have Let's Go to Japan. And then I played Let's Go to Japan again after, and I was like, you know what? I think I kind of just want Let's Go to France.
Yeah. Keep your eyes out for the conference coming up, but
Not to Cult of the New, because I hate
really
that, but, like,
it.
Yeah. My 21 is not a crossover either. Sorry, we're running out of big box space over here. This is Unconscious Mind. I love this game. It's so shiny and pretty. I'm going to do that for a second, and then I'm going to put this over here. Unconscious Mind, Fun Fantasia Games. This has continuously grown for me the more I've played it. It's such an intricate Euro. There's so many Euros. I don't talk about Euros enough on the channel, because honestly, the amount of plays you need to be able to give a good Euro a good experience, like, it takes a good chunk of time. Like, it's so much easier to review a lot of other games, but then when they show up, they hit hard. If you look at my 5 out of 5s this year, they have all been fantastic Euro, not all, majority been fantastic Euro experience. Shackleton Base, Pirates of Maracaibo, Seti with the expansion, Unconscious Mind, Darwin's Journey. There's so many incredible games that just have really really delivered such intricate little move this cube, do that thing, play that card, optimize that, move up in that track, and boom, I won. It is such a satisfying puzzle. And Unconscious Mind, it does have that aspect that I've talked about with games like Sankori, where there's a little bit much to the teach. I think it's more accessible than Sankori, but less accessible than some other Euros that are pretty high up there. But once you get past the puzzle of managing your various psychological resources in the game, once you teach about how to like heal your patients, and once you get that kind of locked in, the way it all comes together is so satisfying. And one thing I'll say that I do enjoy is I like the expansion modules more than I do, like, I loved Endless Winter, but I didn't feel the expansions added, also from Fantasia Games, I didn't feel the expansions added to my experience. Whereas I feel the expansions here, while not necessarily essential, they all add nice little elements to them. I want to say I've played with most, if not all of them at this point. And some I prefer more than others. I don't know why we need to get down a deep expansion rabbit hole here. I love the game. The art is beautiful. It's Andrew Bosley combined with Vincent Dutrait, which like they have, because they have the dreams and then they have like the real life.
It's really crazy.
It's actually a fascinating concept. Very clever to integrate two artists in that fashion. It's not just like a smorgasbord of artists. It's like thematically the way they do it. So beautiful art, beautiful production, and an incredibly stellar Euro game. This has held up for me. Like again, when I covered the prototype way back when, I gave it a 5 out of 5. But it continuously has held up play after play, game after game. I think this is a fantastic game, my 21.
Shout out to Endless Winter, because that was one I considered, but it's like one, again, that I don't feel I played enough. And when I did start playing it, I played with so many of the expansions that I feel like I just needed more time.
I still love Endless
I do think
Winter.
about that one a lot.
It has dropped out of my top 100. I still love it. It's still
Yeah.
fantastic. But I do think Dune and Arnak have definitely moved up for me. And again, the expansion bit is a big part of it. Dune and Arnak are games that the expansions made the games better for me. Endless Winter, the expansions didn't do much for me.
I think about, that's one that I sometimes think about asking for game night, but then it never,
I will play it.
ask for other things first.
I will play it anytime. It's still here. Like, I still love it.
Is Puerto Rico not in your top 100?
I do not believe it is. How offended are you?
I mean, it's not in mine either. Like,
no, not at all. No, not in the slightest. Anyways, that has been your 30 through 21. It has been a chaotic video. Thank you for sticking with us through it all. Or maybe that's what you like. That's what you're here for, which is weird, but hey, I love it too. What were you about to say?
I was like, you sick freak.
I was thinking of saying that. I was like, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Anyways, this has been 30 through 21 of the top 100 of top 100 games of all time as of 2025. We'll be back with the next 2 days with our top 20 because honestly, these games are all just okay.
Guess what the number ones are.
At this point, I'm guessing Puerto Rico, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Anyways, until next time, I'm Alex Racco from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.
I'm Professor Meg. Bye.